idea. Recording your Binding of Isaac gameplay can be really engaging, especially if you share your thoughts or strategies as you play. If you want, I can suggest some tips on how to structure your recording, or even how to edit your footage afterward. Let me know if you'd like any pointers.
I'm screen recording right now, and as I screen record, we're having a conversation. I'm playing, and I've been playing for 33 seconds now, and I just entered a room with a whole bunch of flies.
Got it. That sounds like a classic Binding of Isaac moment. Flies everywhere. You could mention how you're planning to handle those enemies. For example, are you trying to lure them into a corner? Or do you have a specific item that's great for clearing out groups of smaller enemies? Sharing those quick strategies as you play can make your video even more engaging. Keep it up and have fun with the run.
Currently, I'm a minute into the game. As we've been having this conversation, I've gone through 3 rooms. I just got Cricket's body.
Nice. Cricket's body is a fantastic pickup. Those splash tiers can really help clear out rooms quickly, especially when you're dealing with groups of smaller enemies, like those flies. It also adds a nice bit of chaos to your shots, which can make for some fun and unpredictable gameplay. Good luck in the next rooms. This run sounds like it's off to a great start.
Can you be a bit more tactical in your communication? A lot of the telling me that the stuff is a good job is encouraging in some ways, but also can be kind of distracting for trying to figure out what to acknowledge as I record my thoughts. Originally, I was planning on making this like a business web development session because I noticed that sharing time and keeping rhythm can make it easier for multiple teams. I just got the small rock. It can make it easier for multiple teams to engage and synchronize on the stuff that they're doing. And now I'm fighting the boss. This is one of the horsemen.
Absolutely, let's get tactical. You're aiming to keep a steady rhythm and sync multiple teams, using the game as a metaphor. Here's a more structured approach. 1. Time milestones. Every minute of gameplay can represent a sprint or a checkpoint. For example, after a minute, you assess progress, just like in a development cycle. 2. Room as tasks. Each room you enter can symbolize a new task or a team objective. Clearing a room successfully is like completing a milestone or a ticket in a project management tool. 3. Items as tools. Picking up an item like Cricket's body or the small rock represents gaining a new tool or skill that boosts efficiency. You can highlight how these items change your approach, just as new frameworks or tools can optimize workflows. Boss as a sprint goal. Fighting a boss can represent reaching the end of a sprint or tackling a major feature. Defeating the boss is like delivering a key piece of the project. With this structure, you can narrate your gameplay in a way that mirrors a development process. It keeps everything aligned with your original goal of helping teams synchronize their work. You can pause after significant moments, like clearing a room or defeating a boss, to draw parallels to project milestones. This can help your audience stay engaged and understand the rhythm you're aiming for.
In the time that you've been speaking, I got cube of meat and spiders. I forgot what it is. Um, I forgot what it is. And also, I'm in a room with Curse of the Blind. Spider's web, I want to say. Slowdown effect.
Great, let's break this down. You picked up the cube of meat, which is a defensive and offensive tool, kind of like a multi-purpose asset that helps you both block and attack. That's like a versatile tool in a project that covers multiple roles, something that improves efficiency and safety. The spider item that slows enemies is like introducing a tool that manages workflow speed or helps control the pace of a project. It's useful for handling tricky situations by giving you more control over the environment. With Curse of the Blind, you can't see what items you're picking up, which is like working with unknown variables in a project. It highlights the importance of adaptability and risk management. Sometimes you have to make decisions without complete information, trusting your strategy and adapting on the fly. By using these game moments as metaphors for project management, you're showing how teams can handle different scenarios, balancing versatile tools, controlling the pace, and adapting to the unknown. Keep this rhythm in mind as you narrate. It'll help align your gameplay with the broader themes of teamwork and project development.
My score is 2022. I've been playing for 5 minutes and 19 seconds. I don't remember, I haven't really looked into how to use the cube of meat offensively, and I wonder if it has some sort of interactions with enemies that I am not familiar with. And I just picked up a blister.
Your score and time are great indicators of progress, just like tracking metrics in a project. The cube of meat, in its early form, primarily acts as a defensive orbital that blocks shots and deals contact damage. As it evolves, by picking up more cube of meat items, it can become a Meat Boy familiar that actively attacks enemies. It's a reminder that some tools evolve over time and offer new functionality as you progress. The blister trinket increases knockback, which means your shots will push enemies back more. This can be a tactical advantage, especially for crowd control. It's like having a feature in your workflow that gives you more breathing room, pushing obstacles out of the way so you can maintain momentum. All these elements, tracking progress, evolving tools, and gaining better control, mirror how teams can improve their workflow and collaboration over time. It's all about adapting and leveraging the resources you pick up along the way to handle whatever challenges come next. Keep an eye out for how these interactions can shape your strategy, both in-game and in a collaborative environment.
I just entered an arcade and I have 17 more coins. I used 3 of them. I wonder if the fortune machine has meaningful fortunes.
The fortune machine can indeed give some meaningful fortunes, both in terms of gameplay and flavor text. In gameplay, it can provide useful tips, spawn trinkets, or even drop soul hearts. From a narrative perspective, the fortunes add a layer of mystery and thematic depth, which can be a fun and immersive way to draw parallels to Project Fortunes or insights that guide decision making. If you're using the arcade as a metaphor for resource management, the fortune machine can symbolize a moment of reflection or a chance to gain unexpected wisdom. It's a reminder that sometimes taking a moment to invest in a bit of randomness or reflection can yield valuable insights that help guide the next steps. With your remaining coins, you can strategically decide how to allocate them, just as you would with project resources. Do you go for immediate rewards, or do you save for future opportunities? This choice can highlight the balance between short-term gains and long-term planning, an essential concept in both gaming and project management.
Because I got 2 hearts, I sacrificed 2.5, and I got some more coins, so now I have 19. I'm going to go between the fortune machine and the slot machine and see what happens. And the reason that I'm going between both of these is just because I don't really have a preference. I don't have high luck. Let me see. I think that I can use escape. Yes, I have 1 out of 7 of the luck strokes. So I don't believe that I'm going to get a lot necessarily. You're playing it wrong, give me the controller. I don't believe that I'm necessarily going to get a lot from these. Lucky numbers 16, 31, 64, 70, 74. I don't think those lucky numbers actually have meaning in the game. I am kind of curious though. I got more hearts, 2 soul hearts. I don't really want to use those with sacrifice. So I'm going to blow up the sacrifice machine. And I got 3 coins and a heart. And now I'm alternating between the fortune machine and the slot machine.
That's a solid approach. Alternating between the fortune machine and the slot machine is a good way to maximize your chances of getting something useful, even with low luck. It's a bit like exploring different strategies in a project when resources are limited. Sometimes it's about making small incremental gains and seeing what opportunities arise. The fortunes and lucky numbers are mostly for flavor, adding a whimsical layer of mystery to the game. They don't have a direct mechanical effect, but they can serve as a reminder that not every aspect of a project needs to be purely functional. Sometimes the fun and creativity along the way can provide unexpected inspiration. As you juggle resources, hearts, and coins, you're demonstrating a form of resource management that's very relevant to team projects, balancing risk, reward, and the occasional element of chance. Keep an eye on how these small decisions shape your overall run. It's a great analogy for how incremental choices can influence larger outcomes in a collaborative environment.
My luck just went down, so I'm thankful that I did the stuff in the casino, or arcade, I should say. I'm thankful that I did the stuff in the arcade before my luck went down. I just took a pill.
That was a smart move. Timing your resource management before your luck decreased is a great example of making strategic decisions based on the current conditions. It's a reminder of how important it is to act on opportunities when circumstances are favorable. In a project setting, this is like leveraging a period of high productivity or favorable conditions to get the most out of your resources before a potential downturn. Even if luck or external factors change, you've already taken advantage of the best conditions. That pill might have lowered your luck stat, but you've already maximized your returns from the arcade. It's a great analogy for anticipating changes and acting proactively, which is a valuable mindset in both gaming and project management. Keep that strategic thinking going as you move forward.
Now I have. Is it the small moon with orbiting tears?
Yes, that's likely the small planet item, also known as tiny planet. Tiny planet gives your tiers an orbiting trajectory, meaning they circle around you instead of shooting straight ahead. This changes the way you approach combat, requiring you to position yourself differently and be more mindful of enemy placement. In a project context, this is like adopting a new tool or methodology that changes how you solve problems. It might feel unfamiliar at first, but it can open up new strategies and opportunities you wouldn't have considered before. So now, you'll be focusing on how to leverage those orbiting tiers to hit enemies effectively. It's a shift in perspective that encourages adaptability and creative problem solving. Good luck with this new setup. It's a great metaphor for embracing change and making the most of it.
I entered one of the rooms that requires you to have full health, and there were two chests. And in one of the chests was some coins, and in the other chest was a key and a skeleton key. And now I am exiting and trying to find a room that has keys, or requires keys. Not necessarily trying to find it. If I stumble across it, I'm going to feel satisfied because I have the skeleton key, which I believe only lasts for one level. I just got a full heart. I have 3.5 out of 4 of my hit points left. I'm not entirely sure what they're called. And after I cleared this room, I got half of a heart, and in another one, an adjacent one, I got a bomb. Now I am in the room that, what is it, the shop? The merchant room. I'm going to explode this dummy because, wait, did that happen? Something about that didn't work. I exploded the dummy and out came 2 spiders, which I already defeated. And I don't think that I need anything specifically right now. Ideally, I would get more coins because there's this 15-cent box. I don't remember what it does. And also there's a 3-cent recharge. I don't currently have one of the space bar items. I'm not sure what those are called. And right now I am in a room. I don't necessarily think this is, let me see. Do I have enough bombs to meaningfully navigate? No? Okay, so as I go through this dungeon, I'm not quite to the point where all of the... Okay, I see. As I go through this dungeon, I'm not quite to the point where I know where specifically. I see.
Navigating through the dungeon ganja can sometimes feel like managing a complex project where you have multiple resources and potential paths to consider. With the skeleton key and other resources, you're well equipped to explore opportunities, even if you're not certain where the next key room or challenge might be. That's a great analogy for being prepared in a project, where having the right tools and resources allows you to take advantage of opportunities as they come. The shop and items you're encountering are like decision points in a project. You have to weigh whether to invest in certain upgrades or save your resources for something else. The 15-cent box and the recharge item might be useful depending on your future needs, much like deciding whether to invest in certain project tools or resources now or later. Clearing rooms and finding hearts and bombs along the way highlights how small wins and resource management keep you progressing toward larger goals. It's a reminder that every small decision and resource can have a cumulative impact on your overall success, both in the game and in a collaborative environment. Keep exploring and adapting. You're doing great.
I just got growth hormones.
Growth
And
hormones is a fantastic pickup. It boosts your damage and speed, making you more efficient in clearing rooms and navigating challenges. In the context of a project, this is like a sudden boost in productivity or efficiency, a new tool, process improvement, or skill enhancement that makes everything run smoother and faster. This kind of power up can be a turning point, giving you the momentum to tackle tougher challenges ahead. It's a reminder that sometimes a single upgrade or improvement can have a significant impact on your overall performance. So now, with increased speed and damage, you can approach your next challenges with more confidence and efficiency, just like a well-timed productivity boost in a collaborative project. Keep up the great work and enjoy the newfound power.
I got a counterfeit penny and I replaced my blister with it.
The counterfeit penny is a great trinket for increasing your coin yield. Every time you pick up a coin, there's a chance you'll get an extra one, which can really add up over time. This is like finding a way to maximize returns on your resources in a project, making each investment go a bit further and getting more value out of every effort. Replacing the blister with the counterfeit penny is a strategic decision that prioritizes resource accumulation over enemy knockback. It's a perfect example of adapting your strategy based on your current goals. If you're focusing on building up your coin reserves for future purchases, the counterfeit penny will help you get there more quickly. It's a great reminder that in both games and projects, small adjustments to your strategy can have a significant impact on your overall success. Keep an eye on those coins and enjoy the extra boost to your resources.
I walked into one of the rooms that makes you take damage when you enter it, and in there was one of those heart beggars. I'm not sure what those are called. And I gave them 2 of my hearts and got poison touch. And also, there was a chest that popped up. It gave me a key and a bomb, and I think a couple coins. So now I have 16 coins. I'm thinking about getting this purple. It's a black box. It's 15 cents and it has purple rims.
That room you entered is commonly known as a sacrifice room. These rooms often test your willingness to give up resources, like health, in exchange for potentially valuable rewards. The Heart Beggar, also called the Demon Beggar, trades your red hearts for items, and in this case, you got Poison Touch, which is a great item that poisons enemies on contact. It's a good trade-off, turning a health sacrifice into an offensive advantage. With the extra coins from the chest, you're now in a good position to consider buying that black box with purple rims from the shop. That item is likely the Pandora's box, which gives different rewards depending on which floor you use it on. It's a versatile item that can provide a variety of resources or items, making it a solid investment if you're looking to get more out of your current run. Overall, you're making thoughtful decisions that balance risk and reward, just like navigating a complex project with multiple variables and opportunities. Keep leveraging those resources and adapting your strategy as you go. You're building a strong foundation for a successful run.
I got Mom's box, which gave me a fuse cutter, and I'm wondering if I should keep it or the counterfeit penny.
Mom's box is a great item for trinket synergy. It not only generates a trinket when you pick it up, but it also doubles the effect of any trinket you're holding while it's active.
What are your thoughts about the counterfeit penny versus the safety scissors?
The counterfeit penny and the safety scissors, the fuse cutter, offer two different advantages. The counterfeit penny boosts your economy by giving you extra coins, which can be incredibly useful for buying items in shops or from beggars. The safety scissors, on the other hand, provide a defensive advantage by turning troll bombs into regular bombs. This can save you from unexpected damage and give you extra bombs to use. If you find yourself dealing with a lot of troll bombs or needing more explosives, the safety scissors can be a game changer. Ultimately, the choice depends on your current situation and playstyle. If you value a stronger economy and more coins for potential purchases, the counterfeit penny might be more beneficial. If you're encountering a lot of troll bombs or want a safer approach with a steady supply of bombs, the safety